What's up, everybody? Al here again to bring you another video. And today I will be bringing you a discussion rant on The Flash. Before we get into things, please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe and share this video. It will really help me grow the channel and build an audience. I would like to bring you guys some more content. Also, let me know down in the comments or any one of my social medias what you would like to see, what type of rants and discussions we can do. Uh, so, I went to go see The Flash about a week ago. It was everything I expected it to be. 6 out of 10 at best. You can argue 6.5. I give it a 6 out of 10. The format was pretty much what we all expected. Flashpoint was the basis of this movie. If some of you guys don't know what the Flashpoint storyline is, to make a long story short, Flash goes back in time, saves his mommy, creates an alternate timeline, and fucks a lot of things up. And it's kind of funny because Ezra Miller fucked his own life up as well. So Barry and him both are just good at fucking things up. The supporting cast is pretty cool, I would say. The chick that played Kara was nice. I do like her. Michael Keaton was awesome as an old Batman, and it's great to see him step into that role again. Ben Affleck, Batfleck, he's always nice, and he's perhaps one of my favorite Batmen. Michael Shannon returning as Zod was pretty cool. But this time around, it seemed kind of lifeless. Feyora, his right hand, she's fucking shit up constantly. And this one big Kryptonian dude that was in Man of Steel, I don't know if there's an actual actor that plays him. He's just a big fucking guy, and he always fucks shit up, and I love it. And with that being said, there are some things I agree with, and there's some things I don't. And the list of the things that I don't agree with is way longer than the things I do agree with. I agree with the action. I agree with the comedy. I agree with some of the casting. I agree with the storyline they chose for the movie. I don't agree that you didn't show us who killed Barry's mom. I don't agree that you didn't have the Reverse Flash. I don't agree with, replacing Clark for Kara, but I'm not part of that team that decides those. It was cool that they did it. I don't mind how it played out. It played out pretty well. But the fucking Reverse Flash shit has me the most upset. You can't have a Flashpoint storyline without having a Reverse Flash. For those of you who don't know, Reverse Flash is the person that kills Barry's mom, setting in motion a chain of events that inevitably creates the Reverse Flash. It's a lot of shit. I'm sure if those of you who watch the show were probably watching the movie, if you liked the show and wanted to see the movie as well, I'm pretty sure there was those of you who was like, there's no Reverse Flash. Kind of fucked up. Because you need a speedster to fight a speedster. I mean, yeah, their choice of the villains for the movie wasn't bad. You had the fucking Kryptonians. You can never argue with a bunch of pissed off Kryptonians. But the thing that was like a side... Well, it wasn't really a curveball, but it was kind of... I was expecting it to happen. During the climax of the movie, so Batman gets killed in the suicide bombing, and they extract the codex from Kara. Just to touch up on some things, the codex was something where all of the DNA of every Kryptonian was like placed in the Clark in the Man of Steel movie, and Zod was there to get that. In this timeline, Clark died as a baby while they were trying to extract it. Found out he didn't have it. Turns out Kara has it, and so Zod extracts the codex from Kara. She dies, Batman dies, so Barry's idea is to, run back in time and let's try to switch things up a bit. And it was a similar episode of The Flash where they did this, where he kept going back in time. No, it wasn't him. I think it was his daughter. Kept going back in time, and every time she kept going back in time, shit just kept getting worse and worse and worse. So they did something like that, and then younger Barry gets obsessed with the notion of, I can just go back and change it. We can just go back and change it. So he keeps running. Come to find out that earlier in the movie, there was a Speed Force demon that knocked Barry out of a timeline. Turns out to be younger Barry. So they kind of, in a way, did a Reverse Flash with the younger Barry. He's like, you pushed me. I pushed you out so you could set in this chain of events to happen. And we found out that younger Barry keeps trying to, once he keeps trying to do that, you find out that he gets crazy. And then when shit really gets fucked up, it's revealed that, I'm the Speed Force demon. It's me, Barry. Kind of stupid, and I'd just rather it be Reverse Flash orchestrating it all. It would have made way more sense. Even the animated Flashpoint movie did such a good job with the story. And I can't be upset at some of the things they kept in there that were in the original Flashpoint comic. Barry trying to strike himself with lightning to get the powers back. Uh, Breaking Time. There's a George Clooney cameo at the end of the movie, which is pretty cool. When he goes back to his normal timeline, Ben Affleck Batman isn't there as George Clooney Batman. It's pretty cool. Um, there were cool cameos in the movie. I can't be upset. There were cool cameos. Christopher Reeve Superman and Helen Slater Supergirl. That was pretty cool to see. Superman. I don't remember the name, but fucking Nicolas Cage Superman was in there, which is pretty cool because we never fucking got to see that movie. I know it was a Tim Burton Superman movie, but we got to see a little CG version of it, and that's not bad. It's just that there were some things that worked really well with the movie and some things that didn't. I mean, I wouldn't pay to go see it again. The movie's like box office rate dropped like 75%, and that's like one of the biggest drops off you can have of a movie where you release it one week, then it drops off by like 75%. It's pretty fucking bad. They say it's worse than Morbius, and Morbius was a pretty fucking terrible movie. It was so bad I didn't go see it. But that's another story. Yeah, it was just some things that worked for this movie, and when some things worked, it was good. It was okay. But for the things that didn't work, it was just kind of like, damn, this kind of sucks, and leaves a bad fucking sour taste in your mouth. The CG was atrocious at some parts, and for the director to say, "Oh, it's because we're seeing things from Barry's perspective." If we were seeing things from Barry's perspective, sometimes you would make that kind of known. You don't just try to make up for your bad CG by, Barry's running so fast, we're looking through his fucking point of view. No, I wasn't. I seen bad CG. I seen a bunch of fucking scenes that were plagued with a bunch of scenes that were most likely plagued with reshoots, and I wasn't having it. But I sat there. I tried to enjoy the movie for what it was. I think it's a nice piece of cinema. It was a great action flick. It was just kind of lackluster in like the elements of things that would be considered the Flash. The TV show is 1,000 times better than it. I would go as far as to say that the TV show is probably the best piece of live action Flash content that we have. I mean, it did its best to explore the things that we like about the Flash and some of the most memorable stories. I just feel that the movie, given its circumstances, should have just been canned, but they still went through with it. I mean, they could have saved this all for whatever James Gunn is going to do, but they decided to go through with it. But I don't know. People like it. If people like it, they do. If you don't, I can understand why, and I wouldn't be mad if you did or did not like it. I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion. You either like something or you don't. That's just the way it is. But I definitely don't say it was worth the second trip if you did make a second trip. I mean, if you did, you did. But that's just more money for the studio. I just didn't think it was all that. It wasn't all that. It was good. It was okay. Average. Be average. But if you like it, you like it. I can't say much about that. But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on the movie. The TV show is just way better to watch if you do like The Flash or want to be interested in watching The Flash. The movie, it fell flat on its face. We didn't even get a Wally West cameo. And that's another thing. That's another cameo slash element they could have added. I know Wally doesn't have much to do with the Flashpoint story, but if you're going to try to give us some fan service or just trying to sell some things to us, Wally West cameo would have been nice. Reverse Flash cameo would have been nice. Zoom Flash would have... Zoom Flash. Zoom cameo would have been nice. It's just a bunch of missed opportunities, and sadly that the movie underwent such bad circumstances for its making. From lead star getting sent to rehab for being crazy, bunch of reshoots. I think it even changed director a couple times, probably. It just was not all that of a good movie. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and some of the things I felt about the movie. I could probably do a video on Transformers if people are interested. Also, I haven't done an anime video in a while, so I have to finish watching some shows. Right now, I'm currently watching Mashu, and I'm still doing Hell's Paradise. I haven't done Vinland Saga, and I want to wait to binge that show because I hear so much about it. But, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Hit me up on my social media. Once again, feel free to like, subscribe, and share this video. I'm Al the Anomaly, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Peace.